Crosby, Colapinto, Taj Lindblad, two surfers representing the San Clemente Cyclone. Mihimana, M.Braye, French Polynesia, Tahiti, and L.Swanson. And if he can get a big result here at the U.S. Open, I mean, he's paving his path to the championship tour.
That was so sick. Grab rail, bottom turn, and then combos it up strong. So there's a wave that we haven't seen from Linny so far.
You surf that good, commentate that good, like, leave something for the rest of us, man. So as we get into it, power surfing is what I think about when I think of Taj Lindblad. He's an up-and-coming power broker out of San Clemente. He had a great finish at Bolito, and he's definitely kind of one of these surfers that you're starting to hear a lot more people talking about.
Already the backup right here. You see Crosby right there looking left, and Taj was able to get a right and back up that 6 immediately, so he's going to have a small score to back things up. But he won Morro Bay a few years ago, surfed against Nolan Raposa in the final. He has a ranch over there in Slow with his family. Rode one of his horses up, with his jersey on and everything to the podium. And it was so funny. The Coastal Cowboy, he's such a funny dude. And
is that an official nickname?
It is. I mean,
cool. Let's run with it.
Linny, Taji Boy, whatever you want to call him. And, he's a rad kid. So this one replaces his backup just slightly, a 3.27, a bit off timing. For no slouch in these conditions either.
Here goes Cross. Nice snapping turn to start. Oh! Can't quite pull the second turn down. He was on his way to a solid number there. Crosby Colapinto, he just keeps improving every single year coming up that suit his skill set. And of course, a win here at the U.S. Open would be a huge momentum push.
He's great everywhere, too. Just released his own signature fin with FCS. It's a wave that has some similarities to here to Southside, especially with this size. And this is the straight 5 for Swanson, so it comes down really just the one maneuver right there for Luke. But this is Taj's backup, 5.5. Vertical multiple times, so that Mayhem looking strong underneath his feet at the moment.
Yeah, that wave helped him extend his lead.
Yeah, and once again, I mean, for the surfers, here from SoCal, they have to surf a lot of amateur events here. So growing up, they have not only the location on dial, really when it comes to the drive every morning too. For us that grew up in this
incredible surfer, and how cool is it that he can just kind of go in and out of competitions as he please, show up and blow up. So we see L.Swanson now flying down the line. It's almost like you can't even, you got to stop talking when they hit that end section because it's 50-50 right now, right?
You mistime the 5 or the 405, could add an extra 30 minutes to an hour depending on traffic. And if there's one major thing that I've noticed a difference so far with Swanson this year on the Challenger Series, it's just self-belief. I mean, he works with our colleague Ross Williams a lot back home on Oahu's North Shore. He's always been talented, but it's if you can combine that talent with confidence too, and it just seems like he's enjoying himself. And it takes a few years every now and then for a lot of people to really adjust to the criteria, the scale, and
next gen type of surfer. He has arrived in a big way, and a big result here. I mean, he would fit in nicely on the championship tour with turns like that. That was cool. And Luke actually said something I really liked to hear yesterday.
Probably not going to do it with a single turn right there. I really enjoyed this wave. It took him a while to get to the open face, but once he did, just added a bit more variety. Very strong surfing right there for it.
That the round of 80 and the round of 64, these are the two hardest rounds in all of surfing. And I believe it. Everybody is so hungry in these two rounds, and everybody is so good. And the stakes are so high that these are... Cross through to the inside.
He's going to get his best on that one, Chris. And then this is the outside, the part that we hadn't seen from Crosby. Extremely difficult to get there to that last section after being so strong and, so explosive on the first maneuver. Got there late, but made up for it with the way he rode out and got an extra turn right here on the inside. And, this is the one difficult thing about, having the ski assist on the inside is that every now and then as a surfer too, you have to adjust to what they're doing.
And in a 2, things just keep escalating as Mihimana M.Braye snaps it into the free fall. So you can tell that Mihimana has got his kind of got his game plan right.
And on the background, just slightly a little lower than usual. Looking at some replays here, Mihimana. So at this point, looking for a 7 to be able to move up and
left. See Lindblad now just keeps applying the pressure. That'll be a non-factor wave, but he's sitting on the highest single wave score with that 6.67. So in a good spot for now with 22 minutes left. Scores dropping through. Taj Lindblad in the lead. Swanson in second. Looks like we're going to get a ride from the powerhouse. Mihimana M.Braye blows the tail, regains control, up and out. So as we wait for the next set to roll through, surfers getting themselves in position. Let's go down to the beach. I feel like there's some strength work happening. Still within striking distance of those top two advancing spots. And with higher priority, we see Swanson now on his backhand. Cool looking floater. Nice tail slidey snap. Solid third turn. You said it, Mitch, earlier. Nice well-rounded surfer, front side, backside, airs, barrels. Plenty of time left. Let's take a look at the replay of Swanson's backhand.
Yeah, I really like this one. Gets the floater, more against the grain on the rights, slides the fins right there, and one of the best out of North Shore recently, looking to improve on the 5.2. Definitely seems like he will right here with
16:21 left. Mihimana, late drop. And it has to get over the lump. Here's that big section. Yeah, that was probably a good decision. If you don't have speed going into that end section, it's not going to go well for you. So wise for Mihimana to just get out of that wave. Two heats, Jake Marshall and Levi Slauson getting through. Now we're right back to the action. You can never really worry too much about Crosby Colapinto. He's such a clutch performer. He's got a 6.93 that he literally just got a few minutes ago. He's trying to get rid of a 3.77. That was a big backside hook. Second place position. We'll see. Levi, is this the number for Crosby Colapinto?
That was a nice turn right there. Yeah, Crosby's finding his rhythm in this heat. This is a stacked heat. I mean, all of them are in this whole entire round. But, yeah, Crosby's looking good. He goes up vertical right here and gets the fins up and over. So, yeah, the judges have been really liking the one big turn and committed section. So,
Taj Lindblad, his backhand has been so sharp. It looks like it's going to continue to be like that. Two vicious backside snaps.
Wow.
Taj Lindblad, he's feeling it. That could eclipse the 6.67 and the 5.5. So Taj on fire at the moment. 11:43 to go. Still working his way through to the inside. Classic HB combo. Two big turns out the back and the strong finish onto the sand. Yeah, same. Yeah.
So
what more can you do? Just put your hands up and go, yeah, that was it.
Aaron said, he's really been wanting to do his entire life. And, this generation of young surfers from North America, especially here in California, I mean, Levi, you're part of it. I've seen you guys grow up through the amateur ranks. And as you said, spent pretty much half of your life here in HB, whether it's the pier, 9th Street. But, this place has really seen you guys grow up.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Taj is similar age to me, and I mean, along with Crosby and Cade and Jet and Taro and all these guys, we all grew up together surfing here, and so we all understand it really well. And Taj is looking on fire. I mean, he got a good result in Valito. I actually lost to him on a tiebreak, but he is looking really sharp. His boards look good, and yeah, I mean, that was amazing. Here's a little set here.
Swanson.
So Luke Swanson cranking it off the bottom, trying to set things up. Looking for the ramp, and that's actually rare to see Luke Swanson fall on a frontside air like that, but there was so much happening in the whitewater as he landed, blown off his board. Levi, Luke said yesterday that round of 80 and the round of 64 on the Challenger Series are the hardest heats that you can surf.
Kind of creating a storyline before the heat based off who I had in my heat, and yeah, they are really tough, but at the end of the day, it's still putting up scores, and here's Crosby here trying to better. Dang.
What makes you say that, though? Because you would think that, managing time just against one person and playing defense a lot of time would be much more difficult.
Yeah, I think priority is a lot easier to play when you're in a man-on-man heat, and I do think that, taking waves off the other person is a lot easier as well. I think not having to manage three other guys in a heat just automatically makes it easier for me in my head. But every heat is so competitive here on the Challenger Series. Everybody is so hungry, and we all have worked our whole lives to try and get to the CT, and everybody's ripping so hard. So that's why I say that, and I think everybody competitively is very sharp, and
less is more, right? Two big turns. You don't want to try to force anything. That's going to take away from the flow element the judges are looking for. Speaking of flow, Swanson now flowing through the second section, so fitting in 2 turns nicely. Looking for a 6.77. Levi, I know you do. Do the rest of these guys have internal judges in them? When you catch a wave like that, are you automatically thinking, that was a 6.5, I need to get out there quick, or that was enough?
On like the spray, the steepness of the wave, and the quality, Luke looked good here. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll all know, and I think it's for Luke there, he knew when he came down from that first turn that he really just needed to button it up here, and it came through at a 7.5. So
good question though, Chris, right there, because everybody at this point, I mean, they have experience of getting judged at the high elite level, especially those with CT experience, including the guy in here with us. And I actually think, just from my read, I think you're one of the best at it, at least at this level. And you know what I notice it the most?
None the priority, so we'll see what happens.
Always something happening out in the water in this event.
Wow.
They were close.
That was close.
We've seen broken boards. We saw we saw Jake Marshall, I think, slice somebody's board in half in his heat. That was gnarly. Fins flying towards his face.
This isn't good here.
So Lindblad looking for a huge score.
Oh!
Right out. Okay. Is that one turn hammer out the back enough for a 7.17? Can he put a few more points on the board through to the inside? Lindblad hoping for the buzzer beater. All right, a little 1-2 combo on the inside. He's feeling it.
Yep.
One of the best turns of the day, I'd say, too, honestly. Really deep bottom turn, and there's a lot of commitment and risk in that section right there, too. I mean, Levi, you've experienced that yourself with those converging peaks at the same time. And, the inside work isn't that great, but I think really the majority of the score is based off of the merit on what he did on the outside.
Yeah.
Crosby Colapinto gets the heat win. Taj Lindblad, last second heroics, comes through with a second place finish. Unfortunately, we say goodbye to Luke Swanson and Mihimana M.Braye.
He is locked in the highest heat total of the entire event so far. Crosby, double duty here on the championship tour, coming into the Challenger Series. How does the mentality change when you come into an event like the US Open?
Almost just using it as like a practice, but also like having the drive to want to do well, because I feel like on tour this year it's been like so gnarly. I feel like I've been against the rope all year a little bit and not really getting like the results I was planning to get in the beginning of the year. So just coming here and like trying to just have a fresh start and like enjoy competing, enjoy where I'm at, and also just being grateful to be here with competing against everyone, and everyone's surfing so good. So just like wanting to bring the best out of myself and just put some heats together, surf smart heats, and just get like a rhythm going and have fun competing, because I'm loving it so much,
And you more than anyone can speak to, just the prestige of the US Open, the history behind this event, and what it means to get a great result here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been coming down here ever since I was a Grom. I watched my brother win it. I got second here to Eli Hanneman in a final. So just, every time you get to do an event, it's always like an opportunity for you to get like an event win. And having fun, just being down here, and hopefully just make some more heats, get the confidence up, and make a final, but also enjoy like cheering the other boys on and just being at home, enjoying this vibe.
And talking about other boys, watching Taj, fellow St. Clemente guy, get through that heat in a clutch performance. I mean, what does that do for the morale?
Oh, that was sick, because towards the end I saw like him and Mihimana M.Braye were like kind of coming at each other, and it looked like he was going to get the score on that right, and then it looked like he probably got distracted by Mihi coming at him, and then Mihi got the interference, so I was like, oh no, like time's counting down, there was like 1 minute left, and then Taj got that left, and he did like that huge backside turn, got the score. I was like pretty hyped for Taj, so cool to get a couple of the SC boys here.
Love catching up with you, Cros. Thank you so much for the time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cros.